Oh, hello, and welcome back to the Parlay Closet podcast. This week we're down to two, unfortunately. Waz, he's in Texas, and it just won't work for him. We tried. We actually recorded part of the episode, and everything failed. So it's just me, Gibby, and a picture of Waz. We'll,
Nice.
we'll, we'll, we'll constantly keep addressing him and asking for his takes, and we'll see what he thinks. But yep, let's get into UFC Vegas 83. I gotta play the intro. I love the intro.
Oh.
Okay, so, oh boy, what did you think of last week, Gibby?
What did I think about last week? Pretty violent. It was a pretty good card, actually.
Best
Decent,
fight
yeah.
night of the year, next to maybe Charlotte, but probably better than that.
Both the
Bobby
main-
Green died.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, co-main and the main event both ended in round
Violence.
one. Yeah.
Pure violence. One thing I wanted to mention as well too, Armin Saryukin, because you know how he had beef with Bobby Green. He followed Hatley, the ref who let Bobby Green die. He followed him on Twitter, Instagram after the
Really?
fight, and he said, "I wish the fight went on for an extra 5 minutes." But yeah. So quick background about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what's
want
up?
to Figueredo get that knockout. Rob Font, but
I wanted Font to get the knockout. I had Font in decision or points, and just
Cody Brundage getting that freaking slam though. That was out of
Brundage-
no.
he might leave my garbage tier fighters because he's in my bottom tier fighters. I might have to take him out. He got a slam KO. That was insane.
Yes, it was a pretty good fight then. 4 first round knockouts. Yeah, 1, 2, knockout. Yeah, knockouts. Yeah, all 4 of them. Yeah, cool. Good.
Let's get
decent fight.
into good old Vegas 83. So, quick background. This card was supposed to be in Shanghai. It was supposed to have all the road to UFC fighters on it. Scrap the main event. Scrap the card. Put it in Vegas. Half the fights are short notice. There are 2 fights on here we ain't go even talk about because they're too short notice. But man, this is just a sad fight night, honestly. But
Yeah.
oh well, this is what they get for just signing everybody from Contender Series, no matter who you are. So, first fight is Ryan Amanda versus Talicia Alansar. Skipping it because it's too short notice. First actual fight we'll talk about is Tatsuro Taira versus Carlos Hernandez. So, what do you think about this fight, Gibby?
Yeah, Tatsuro Taira, he's a monster, dude. 14-0, and plus he's 7 years younger and got 3-inch reach advantage over Carlos. While Carlos, he's got no knockout power. This is pretty much just the grappler versus grappler fight. I'm just going with the better grappler, so I'm going with Taira submission. I'll go round 2.
I agree with everything you said. Main thing with Tatsuro Taira is just he didn't look as good as last fight, to be honest with you. Like, I expected him to just demolish him. I had him as my massacre of the week, and he didn't follow through with that. But he's still better than Hernandez. Like you said, grappler versus grappler. I'm going to take the better grappler. I'm going to take the grappler that doesn't struggle with grapplers and get submitted. So, Tatsuro Taira, round 1 submission. Gotta hope I'm not wrong this time because I like Taira. He's good.
He gets him, dude. He got it one earlier in this year, so you could get it again.
That was I think it was his road to UFC bout. I believe he was on there too, and that was a demolition. Honestly, he's a beast.
Times 420, he got it.
All right, next fight is Luana Santos versus Stephanie Egger. I'll start this one off because I'm gonna be honest with you. Luana Santos, I'm pretty sure is a favorite. I should have pulled up the odds, but of course I didn't. But I don't like Luana Santos's grappling that much. I don't think she's as solid as people are making her out to be. I don't think she should be a favorite. And Stephanie Egger, she's got some decent grappling. It's not the best, but I think it's decent. And I'm going to actually be leaning towards Stephanie Egger to get this done. But, it's women's MMA. So give me a decision. I'm sorry. Over 2.5 is always going to hit in a women's MMA fight, but give me a decision for this one for Edgar.
No, I'm kind of agreeing with you on that one. And the odds for on corner FanDuel on Santos, she's minus 170.
So I am going with the dog.
Yeah, so Edgar is plus 132. I'm definitely taking Edgar, like you said, and her grappling is good, and she's favored when she's losing, when she's the underdog in betting, and then when she's the favorite, she's always losing. So yeah, I think I'm going with you, kind of agreeing with you in decision, but for the game, I'm going to go with knockout round 3.
Oh, I mean,
If Edgar could do it, it's going to be sometime late round
after
3.
2.5.
Yeah.
The odds for that will be juiced to hell, but I guarantee you it's a lock. I'm sorry. All right. Next fight we have is actually Steve Garcia versus Melquizael Acosta. We talked about this last week. I don't have anything else to say except I'm actually leaning towards Garcia now, just because they're both going to be racing for what? Actually, no, they're fighting a lightweight, it looks like. Or was it always lightweight? Because it was featherweight before, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, they changed the weight class.
Yeah, at the bigger weight, I'm actually going to favor Garcia, to be honest with you. I initially had Costa, but I'm going to go Garcia.
Yeah, you had Costa. Wait, I had Costa by decision. Yeah, you had Costa by decision last time too.
I'm going to go Garcia by round 2 knockout now.
No lie, I was like thinking about switching it too, but I'm just going to stick with my initial bet. You said round 2 knockout?
Mm-hmm. This is definitely a fight you do not want to bet on.
100%.
Not even close.
100%. I don't want to bet on this fight either, but I'm thinking Costa.
Fair enough.
And it's going to be very violent. It's just that Garcia's durability is questionable for me. He's been on fire, knocking out his last 2 opponents, but I think Costa's a better fighter all around. So I'm going with Costa. What did I don't do I want to go to decision? I'll go decision. Screw it.
No, if we can't decide, let's just ask Waz. What do you think, Waz? Look at that smile. He's going Garcia round 2.
All right.
Oh, and here's my favorite fight of the fucking night. Waz, that smile Waz has, that's my reaction to seeing this fight right here. Hyung-Sung Park versus Shannon Ross. So, what the Contender Series has become is it's just a spot to funnel in some people into the UFC. Shannon Ross is... Hold on. Do you know how much fight time Shannon Ross has had in the UFC in his 2 fights?
Not a lot, since didn't he get knocked out, or he lost both of them.
He's had 2 fights, 76 seconds, both of which he was knocked out. Why is he here in the UFC? He lost in the Contender Series. How did you get in? Why are you still here? And I'd like to mention, in this Cleetson Rodriguez fight, you may not believe me, but you have plenty of time to go watch it. It's 59 seconds. He was knocked out with a butt bounce. Cleetson Rodriguez jumped up, swung his ass in his face, and that dropped him.
That's funny.
I went back and watched his tape.
Huh?
Shannon Ross is literally one of the worst fighters I've ever seen.
How did he get a UFC contract after losing a Contender Series? Like, really? You lose a Contender Series and then
How do you get 3 fights?
Yeah, and then Dana's just like, yeah, screw it, just come up here and lose in UFC.
It's not even like, okay, he got 1 fight, like a short notice, we need to fill in someone. No, he clearly got a contract. He wouldn't be on his 3rd fight if he didn't get a contract. He lost. And it wasn't even like it was an exciting fight. He got his ass beat. At his debut, he got butt knocked out.
Dude, Dana had to be on something that day.
Shannon Ross is letting Dana plow his wife or significant other, and that's it. That's it. And it's not even like they're trying to build up Hyung-Sung Park. Hyung-Sung Park, yeah, he's pretty like decent, but he's not like a prospect they really need to bring up. Like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. I don't know. I think this is an awful fight. I mainly just want to talk about this is the worst matchmaking I've ever seen. I don't know why Ross is even in the UFC. Give me Hyung Sung Park round 1 submission, and he's gonna get Shannon Ross the fuck out of here.
Submission round 1.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
You're gonna go submission. I'm gonna go knockout round 1.
They both are very likely. This is so stupid.
It is a dumb fight. Shannon Ross, I don't know what is he doing on here.
I advise anyone who watches this, please watch the Cleats and Rodriguez fight. It's 59 seconds, and it's worth your time. It's very exciting, because Shannon Ross is getting his ass beat from bell to bell. He got beat with an ass. All right, now we're going to go to another shit fight. Song Kanan versus Kevin Jousset. Kevin Jousset is boring. I don't know how he got a UFC contract too. He's Izzy's teammate.
French, maybe? I don't know.
He's Izzy's teammate.
Oh,
That's the only thing I could think of, but yeah. He's got a pretty kickboxing style, but Song Kenan's got some good power. Song Kenan was able to drop Ian Gary, and that was really nice.
City kickboxing. Has there anyone like fight there that's been good in a while? Like besides it.
I mean, I was gonna say Volk, but Volk's he's 1-3 this year. Dan Hooker's got a win this year. Izzy technically has a win this year, but
Izzy, yeah.
City kickboxing, they're falling off. I'm gonna be honest with you, they're absolutely falling off. People are seeing through them.
I'm kind of agreeing with you. I mean, Kevin does have the advantage by having 3.5-inch reach advantage, but his durability is just questionable. He's got, strong elbows. Just
He's also super low volume too.
He is. Sorry, you're picking Song on this fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Song. I'm gonna go Song by decision. I'm gonna go by decision.
Song by decision. I kind of like Song too. I want to take him, but I kind of want violence, so I'm taking knockout.
Violence.
Song, you said decision. I'm going knockout round 3.
Violence. Okay, all right. And now we're gonna get to the main card, and I'm sorry, it doesn't get much better.
No, it's just a lot of simple.
Jung Young Park is gonna be taking on Andre Muniz, the son of Paul Craig and Brendan Allen, who fought for custody over him. Jung Young Park has a really cool nickname, the Iron Turtle.
Kind of looks like a turtle, though.
He really does look like a turtle. He really looks like a turtle. He's okay. I like his game. He's got solid jiu-jitsu. He's got solid power. I definitely think overall he's the far better than Muniz. Muniz, he's like an elite level grappler who out of nowhere decided, I want to start knocking people out. And guess what he hasn't been doing?
Knocking people out.
He's been getting knocked out or submitted. Like, he just had awful showings against Brendan Allen and Paul Craig. I can't pick him. I can't. I'm going to go Jung Young Park by KO. I think Mooney's is going to try standing with him, and he's going to eat the power of the Iron Turtle. Give me a round 2 knockout for Park. Oh, 2 Parks on this card, by the way. I don't know why Park is such a common, like, Asian last name.
I don't know. There's like... There was a soccer player, Sung Young Park.
Sung Young, do you think it was related to Jung Young? That's racist. That's racist.
No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. I'm thinking... Well, no, he's Korean. I'm thinking about you. The other Park, I think. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Jung Young is Korean. He is. I'm looking right at it. It's highlighted. He's South Korean.
Yep, I'm going. I do agree with you that Park is the better fighter. I mean, he's known for his pace, his cardio, his durability, and he definitely wears you down.
He's gonna melt him, 100%.
And I mean, three out of his 4 fights he won by submission. But I'm probably gonna go with Muniz, just cause.
Oh.
I mean, Muniz does have his durability is questionable, by of course last fight getting knocked out by Paul Craig, but he does have the size and reach advantage. He's got a 5-inch reach advantage, and he thinks 3 inches taller. So just by the size, I'm going with uh Muniz knockout.
Okay, so we're on opposite ends of the spectrum. All right, all right. Well, well now
I'm
I
going
was
round,
initially.
yeah,
Oh,
round
sorry.
two. Yeah,
I'm
round two.
sorry. I
You're
just
good.
skipped your pick. I thought you said round 2 already.
You're good. No worries.
Okay, now we're good.
We still gotta get Watts' pick later, so yeah.
Yeah, we'll grab him all from the poor boy. He tried his hardest. All right, next fight I did want to talk about, and I still think I think it's even a better fight because it was short notice replacement as I got a replacement today. It's supposed to be Nascimento versus Sumadarji, but now it's Tim Elliott versus Sumadarji. But it's like I said, we're gonna skip short, like super short notice fights, but I do like that fight. That's a decent fight.
What do you think you're going with?
I'm gonna go with Sumadarji. I think knockout. I think that's gonna be fun. I think it's a fun
I can't
fight.
see. Oh, I can't see his lower down his odds or anything like that. But
It was literally
I know.
finalized right when I was at work.
Gotcha. I know that. I don't know much about Tim Elliott. I mean, he's not just by his looks. He's not a grappler, right? I know that's.
No, he is a grappler.
Where is he? Okay.
He fought Muhammad Mokaev. Remember Mokaev slammed him on his head? That was at
No,
the
I don't
Abu
remember.
Dhabi card.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was 294.
Oh.
That was my boy Muhammad Mokaev.
Oh yeah, now I do remember. Well, yeah. Oh, I'm thinking something else about Sumud. I couldn't. I thought Suma whatever struggles with grapplers.
He does.
Okay, cool.
His whole thing though is he does not tap. I have not seen this man tap. His last fight, not last fight, but I remember he fought Matt Schnell. Matt Schnell, that was one of the greatest comebacks of all time, by the way. Sumadarji beat the piss out of Matt Schnell. Matt Schnell locked in a guillotine, choked him out, and he was gurgling blood. And he just said, "Nope, I'm not tapping. I'm dying."
Gotcha.
I respect that.
I respect that too. Yeah, but don't know much about these two fighters, so yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. It's too short notice. But you know a fight I wish I could skip? The next one. Nasrat Haqparast versus Jamie Mullarkey. Jamie Mullarkey, he's a fraud. He's a fraud. You like Mullarkey?
No, he's full of malarkey.
I hate you for that. Nasrat, I like the guy. I'm a fan of him, but he is a little overrated. His boxing is just above average, but it's better than Mullarkey's. His grappling is not that good, but it's better than Mullarkey's. His main thing, he's got a solid chin. He's got a solid chin. Also better than Mullarkey's. Mullarkey is just a fraud. He barely wins his fights that he honestly should win. Nasrat, he fights top guys. He loses, but he puts up good fights, honestly. So give me Nasrat, and I think he's going to KO Mullarkey.
I'm agreeing with you too, and he also has the cardio and pace to go longer.
Better than Mullarkey's.
That's all I have to add to it, but go for it.
Give me Nasrat by round 3 knockout.
I'm going earlier, round 2.
Good. Let's stop talking about the shit fight. And now for the best fight on the card. The main event's also decent, but this is by far the best fight on the card, which is also, by the way, 2 weeks notice. Anthony Smith versus Khalil Roundtree. I love me some Khalil Roundtree violence. Khalil Roundtree was my first massacre of the night against Dawkins. And that was absolutely 100% correct if you remember that. Khalil Roundtree is a violent individual. And one of the things I love is he just bends the rules. Like when somebody's down on the ground, like people think, oh, I can't kick him. I'm gonna hit him in the head. Khalil Roundtree will pivot off to the side and he'll make sure he kicks him in the stomach, in the tummy. If someone's like knees are on the ground, if someone's knees are on the ground, instead of kneeing them in the head, he knees them in the throat or neck, which is legal.
Dang.
And then the knee stomps, where he will stomp on your knee to like hyperextend it, and that's how he took out Modestus Bukauskas. That was a brutal. So people were saying that shot should have been illegal. And Anthony Smith struggles with leg kicks. He struggles with anything with his legs. Khalil Roundtree.
Doesn't he get struggles with people that like take him down or try to grapple with him? But
Khalil or Anthony?
Khalil Anthony? Okay.
Oh, Khalil or Anthony?
Khalil.
Khalil has struggled in the past. He did struggle a little bit with Tyson Pedro, and he struggled a little bit with Walker in the clinch, but like he has shown improved takedown defense. That's old Khalil. Khalil changed once he learned Muay Thai, but then he still got wrecked by Gutierrez. So I don't know. I just think Anthony Smith is too long in the tooth. I do think he's a little underrated, but I think he's just too old. He's had too many wars. Look at his record.
Yeah, he's been through a lot.
He's been through the ringer.
He's got the experience done.
And the thing is too, like he's had some bad beatdowns. Like he got the living piss beat out of him by Walker, by Teixeira, by Magomed. Who hasn't beat Anthony Smith's ass at this point? Ryan Spann is basically the only person who has it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to go with Khalil Roundtree Jr. by KO. I'm going to say a round 2 KO. I think he's going to finish him with like a knee stomp or leg strikes. And Anthony Smith in his last couple fights, he's been curling up. He's been balling up. And Johnny Walker didn't finish him. Khalil Roundtree is not going to let you curl up in a fetal position against him without being punished. What do you think?
Which round you say, round 3 or 2?
2.
2. Kind of agreeing with you, but I don't want to say Khalil Roundtree because he beat up my boy Justin Jacoby.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on Roundtree. I'm going. Let's do round 1 knockout. So let's say he proves a point.
I want to list this as my massacre of the night, but both guys are super inconsistent that I could see it like Roundtree will barely win, or I could see Smith winning. I just want.
I could see Smith winning it really
by submission or grappling, right?
Yeah, that's why it was the point I was gonna put up for grappling, because if Smith looks like by the stats, Smith goes down for takedowns and tries to go for a sub. So yeah, screw it. I'm gonna go. I was going with my gut feeling. So Smith by submission.
I'm still gonna say a Roundtree. I just need some Roundtree violence.
Round 3.
Round 3 submission for Smith.
Yeah.
That is likely. I don't think the odds should be like what they are, because currently right now, Roundtree is minus 238. I love Roundtree, but he should not be minus 238. It should be more of a pick 'em. The money's coming in on him too.
Yes. Is that what he's currently on FanDuel? He's currently minus 265. Okay.
I was looking at FanDuel.
The UFC website says minus 238.
Yeah, FanDuel has a minus 265. I have a sheet that has all the odds of all the books, and I just look at the first one, which looks like it was DraftKings.
Gotcha.
I don't use DraftKings.
Neither do I.
All right, so we're all locked in on this fight. I think that's the best fight of this card by far. And now the second best fight of the card, which is really sad. You're watching this card for two decent fights. Not even great. No, they're good. 2 good fights. Otherwise, this card sucks. But yep, Song Yadong, I love his name,
Yadong.
versus Chris Gutierrez. You start this one off, Gibby.
Well, of course. Yadong has good stamina and durability. Plus, he's 6 years younger. And his birthday was last Saturday, so you don't worry about the birthday parlay at all. So that already passed. And I think he's just a good pressure counter fighter, really. So he brings in the pressure, and then he's pretty good at like short counters. But Gutierrez, he has got good cardio and durability. He recovers really well. He does have 5-round experience, but I'm just going with Yadong early round 2 submission.
Oh, you're going with submission for Yadong.
Yeah.
Doesn't he only have 1 submission, if I remember correctly? Oh, he's got 3. I don't think the odds should be as crazy as they are. Like, people are giving Gutierrez no love.
I give him no love.
He's plus 300 in most books. I think that's a little insane. I definitely think Yadong is going to win, to be honest with you. I think this is just a bad fight to bet, honestly. But I don't even like Yadong. No, I like him to parlay because I definitely think he's going to win. Yadong, like you said, he is a counter puncher, but he's got a ton of power. Gutierrez, I do really like his knees, his flying knees, his kicks, like the flying knees he used to end Frankie Edgar's career. They're really good, but Yadong is just rapidly improving. Despite how young he is, he's got 29 fights. 30 fights. No, 29. I can't do math. He had 29 fights. He's got
28.
experience. He's got experience. He has 20 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest.
Oh, there's one contest. Yeah, it's got.
But like, he's got a lot of experience. He's constantly learning, and I just love his power shots. His hooks and his counter right hook, they're just so nasty. I could definitely see him chinning Gutierrez, to be honest with you. Gutierrez got pieced up by Pedro Munoz, and Song Yadong is just a better, more powerful version of Pedro Munoz, honestly. Maybe a little bit less kicks, but still. Gutierrez is just too much of a pretty kickboxer. Give me Yadong by KO. I'm going to go late. I'm going to go round 3. That's not that late. That's middle of the pack. I'm going to go round 3 KO for Dong.
Round 3. There we go. Yeah. Looks, I mean, I kind of want to like bet like couple, like do a parlay of people that fight in the same gym. I tried it. I didn't think of doing that last fight, last card, because there were a few, but I didn't think they were gonna be like solid, like 100% parlays. But what would you think about Smith and Gutierrez? Money line.
Smith and Gutierrez?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna hit at all.
I don't like Smith. I'm sorry. Like, I do think there's a chance he could win, but I'm not putting money on Smith. Like, especially from his last performances he's shown, especially his performance against Walker. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen. I just needed either guy to just not go the distance, and Smith just wanted to quit. He curled up in a ball, and Anthony Walker just didn't want to finish him. And he said he wanted to go the full distance and see if he could go the full 3 rounds.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I think there were like 3 gyms on the last card, like 2 fighters from same gym. But if you would think about like parlaying, like parlaying those 2 together to win, they did not. So good luck.
That was good. You didn't take it.
No, I was thinking about it, but it was like Igor's in one of them, and I was just like, nah, he's gonna lose.
Honestly, the only parlay that screams out to me is I really like the road to UFC fighters. It's just that it's not going to be good odds. But
Yeah,
Taira and Sung Park, I think, is a pretty solid one, to be honest with you. I think that's very likely. But those are probably the most likely matchups of the entire card. Other than that, nothing screams out to me. I genuinely think this is not only a very bad card for excitement, I think it's a very bad card for betting. I'm only in it for the co-main and main. I'm sorry. What do you think, Waz? What do you think about this card?
Park. I'm trying to think. Like, look to see.
Exactly. You're so right, bestie.
I'm trying to think. Okay, is it still plus? Oh, barely plus money with Tyra and then both parks.
It's plus?
Yeah, at money line it's plus like 118.
I think that's solid to put a unit or 2 on there, but again, that's not nothing exciting. But I think that is a solid bet. I like that. I'm more than likely going to take it, honestly. Should probably take it right now before more money floods in on Park and Taira, because people are going to look up that Shannon Ross fight. In fact, you no freaking what?
Everyone's going to probably parlay Tyra by submission, and then he's going to get it by knockout watch.
Yeah, watch that. You double chance it, submission or decision. No, submission or knockout. Okay. Double chance that.
Double chance that he's gonna get the finish.
Bro, I want to see if I can pull up Shannon Ross versus Cleaton Rodriguez. I don't know if I could show it though.
Yeah, copyright on that. Yeah, true.
But it's so bad. It's so bad.
Only 17 seconds, right?
No,
or the less than
56.
minute. Oh, 50. Nice.
I mean, if I show like 10 seconds, it'll be fine, right?
I don't know.
I'm doing it.
You know this. You're
doing it.
Okay.
I'm displaying on the screen. This is the masterful. This is the good old Shannon Ross, and here's the butt strike. Here's the butt strike, and he gets dropped from the butt strike. He got knocked out from the butt strike.
Dang.
Quinton Rodriguez just didn't care. He showed him no respect, just didn't care. Get that's such a bad fight. But yeah, that's all I had to say about this card. Any other closing thoughts for you, Gibby?
Not really. I want violence. Let's get some. Try to get like 10 KOs, 11.
Violence.
Let's get 11 finishes.
If there's even 11 fights in the card, okay, there's 12. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotcha.
Well, time to say bye, Gibby.
Yeah. See you guys.